prevent a war. They look sweet and cute, but they are the enemy. I was looking forward to an abundant harvest. We prepared a 50 by 40 foot vegetable garden. We bought our favorite seeds and plants. I planted over 100 sunflower and zinnia seedlings in the front yard to enjoy for their beauty and their seeds. The sunflowers this morning, and lo and behold, tops have been eaten off by quite a few of them. Plants have been protected with hardware cloth, and my other blueberry plants look pretty much pitiful because they've been chewed to death. Nothing we used to repel them worked. I tried spraying my plants with hot sauce. I tried planting marigolds right next to the little plants to hoping the smell would keep the deer and the rabbits away. It didn't work. This was the last sunflower that I had. As you can see, it was bitten off from the top. We think it must have been a deer. It was protected with hardware cloth. So we decided we needed something serious. We're getting a fence. We saw a lot of options for deer fence, and the options were all about 7 feet tall and different feet in length. Except from the research that we did on the internet, deer can jump up over 8 feet easily, 12 to 15 feet in some cases. So we weren't too sold on the deer block. Rabbits can chew through netting. Rabbits can dig under a wire fence. We needed a solution that would take care of the rabbits and the deer. Electric fences are great, but they're kind of pricey, especially with a solar power unit. Thanks to a video we saw on YouTube, we came up with what we considered was a inexpensive but workable solution. The fishing line keeps the deer from going through into the garden. They can't see it, so they don't know exactly what's keeping them away from the garden. They also can't jump over it because they can't jump over what they can't see. So even a deer who can jump 12 to 15 feet would have to know exactly how high to jump. Now for the rabbits. We dug a trench 8 inches deep all around the garden. This was hard work. I got about 6 feet done, and Ron mostly did the rest. Actually, he did all of it. He could go a lot longer than I could on this. We wrapped the poultry netting around the base. It went into the ground 8 inches, leaving the poultry netting about 40 inches high. The gate would be the weak point. We had to make a gate that we could get into easily, but would also protect our garden from the rabbits. We are really happy with how it turned out. Even though the garden we aren't going to get the harvest that we had envisioned in the beginning of the spring, we know that we are set up for next year. Our gardens are mulched heavily, they're fertilized, and next year when we start again, we'll be able to have our seedlings protected, and we'll get a lot more than we had before. But we still have a harvest to look forward to. We've got some things I put in later on for a fall harvest. I've got some kale and beets and spinach, which are good at cold weather plants. And so we'll actually be able to eat those. So all in all, it turned out pretty well. I'm still waiting on the tomatoes to get red, but there's a lot of tomatoes and the plants are looking really healthy and great. Very happy with how this turned out.